2, 3, funk.
Hey everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a little makeup tutorial. I haven't done a full in-depth makeup tutorial on my channel yet. Makeup is one of my biggest passions. I'm literally obsessed with it, so I thought I might come on and do my makeup along with you. So I went for a kind of bluey green cut crease. Absolutely loving it. I did recreate a picture I seen on Instagram. Her page is Makeup by Holly, so I did recreate her look and I'm so obsessed. So if you want to see how I created it, then just keep watching. So yeah, we're just gonna get stuck right into it. So we're going the kind of blue greeny vibes. Go through all the products I use. Yeah, just get glammed. So I do like to start with my eyes. So we are up close and personal right now. So I do like to start my makeup off with my eyes and my eyebrows, just so that if you get any fallout or anything, it's not ruining your base, and so that it can be fixed really easily. For my brows, I actually at the minute have my brows laminated. So I don't really do much to them. I just kind of brush them up and then fill in any sparse areas that I have. I actually have been using this since I got it at Christmas. It is the Bperfect 24-hour brow setter. I've been absolutely loving this product. It's just so easy to use. I hadn't got my brows laminated for such a long time. I kind of forgot how easy life is when you have your brows laminated. I do barely anything to my brows. I've had these laminated maybe 3 weeks. Literally love it. So easy. I used to spend hours on each brow. It would make me hate doing my makeup because I knew I had to sit for that long to try and get my eyebrows to match. The next thing I do with my brows is I actually just get a paintbrush. I just kind of like the tip on this one. It's very fine. You can get it really thin and just perfect. I go in with my P. Louise base in shade 2. I think everyone that does makeup knows about these bases and is obsessed. So I actually just place it in the back of my hand, literally draw straight under my eyebrow. I like to place my product firstly under the arch of my brow, just so that there's more product at the end of your brow than the beginning. I like to just kind of fade it into the beginning and then buff it out so that there isn't like a block directly under your eye. Yeah, I just like to start at the edge. I actually at the minute I'm doing the Stacey Marie course. I am obsessed. It's on every Monday. I have a live and I literally live for Monday. So yeah, I do like to just run it all over my eyes and like my lid, everything. I've literally just underlined my whole brow, just dragged it out a little bit past my eye shape, and I'll just buff that in with a big fluffy brush. I do like to drag shadows away out. I do like to just have a bit of concealer so that the colours do have something to stick to. And then I do exactly the same on the other eye. I've kind of got into doing colourful makeup looks. I've done a few before, like maybe the first lockdown or something. I've done all of the Stacey Marie ones now from the course. It kind of got me into loving colour. Like I would rather sit down with all my makeup and just play about with like loads of different stuff than sit down and do like a brown smoky eye. I do love a good brown smoky eye for like if I'm actually going to leave the house, because I'm not leaving the house with blue eyes on. This course has totally made me obsessed with just playing around with makeup, not being afraid of makeup kinda. I definitely had that before the course where like I would have looked at something and been like, I can't do that. The course was originally $300 for the 12 weeks. There's a bonus live, just business lives and things like that. It was down from $300 to $50, so honestly you get so much for your money. Like it was the best thing I've ever signed on to ever. I'm actually just looking at my brows. The only areas I am going to go in and fill in is just the tops of my 2 arches. That's kind of the only areas at the minute that are kind of sparse. To fill in my brows, I go in with my HD brow palette. I just love this palette. It has like so many different shades, so it's like one palette for everyone's brows. That's so handy to have in your kit. So the brush I like to use, this brush is so old, like it has no writing, no nothing on it, but I do know this is from MAC. It's just super fine at the top, which I absolutely love. I do go in and give it a little squirt with some water, just squeeze the tip. It's perfect for like if you do want to go in and if you have more sparser brows and draw like brow strokes, it's so good for that. I go in and I mix the two brownie shades, just fill in my little sparse areas. So as I said, for me it is literally just the two tips of my brow arch. That is literally how long it takes me to do my brows. Life is just so much easier with lamination brows. So the next step is skincare. So I like to go in with my Valor cleansing water and just take away any dirt. I do have Balmy Anti-Tan on my face at the minute, so I am going to go in and just take any dirt or anything off. You could also just use any cleanser that you have. I do go in with some toner. This is my Environ toner. I did get a consultation for all my Environ stuff. I did used to use all their products. So yeah, I did run out of the stuff and I just have not got around to picking it up again. I do have a face mask as well that I have from them and I absolutely love it. I do have a pre-cleansing oil. Everyone needs pre-cleansing oil. It is literally the easiest thing to take off your makeup. Like if you have black smoky eyes on, it has them off in about 2 seconds. It is so good. I'm obsessed with it, so I actually do need to get my hands on that ASAP. The next product I am going in with is, I'm not too sure if this is definitely how you pronounce this name. It's for Sally, I think. It is the Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Antioxidant Serum. I have been using it and I'm absolutely loving it, and I'm sorry, the smell of this is insane. I do actually like to moisturize these all in with a little brush so that I'm not warming up my face. To go in with is my Peel Away's moisturizer. Moisturizes, hydrates and rejuvenates. It's a very large tub. A little bit goes a long way, honestly. So I just like to do 2 little pumps on either side of my face, and again going in with my little brush and just moisturizing. Maybe a week or 2 ago my skin really did break out. I've just been using these products and thank God my skin has started to come back around. I just have one little blemish right beside my nose. Next product I'm using is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I absolutely love this product and I do go in with a little Q-tip and just rub it. You really don't need a lot of this. It came with also a serum and a moisturizer. Oh my God. I really do need to get my hands again on the moisturizer because it was the nicest moisturizer ever. It's just gonna pop a little bit of Vaseline on. That is enough about skincare. I am gonna move back now to my eyes. I do like to pop a little bit of the concealer back onto the back of my hand. Just going in with the same little concealer brush. I do like to just go over the ends of my brows. I don't like to go closer to the front anymore. I used to, but not anymore, because I feel like it gives you that really box look at the beginning of your brows. I do like to just do the ends. It's crazy how brow styles change. Like I used to have massive, just disgustingly big dark brows. The fact I left the house, and my sisters used to say to me like, Claire, your brows are ridiculous. Didn't care, went on about my business. So should have listened to them, but I feel like you have to go through that rough brow phase to get past it. But I feel like it's everyone. I loved it at the time, to be quite honest. Just absolutely hate it now. Well, I obviously just have that kind of sitting and not blended out, so I'm literally just going to take a little small fluffy brush. This one is from a set from Beauty Bay. Literally some of the best brushes came in that set. I really love the blending brushes that came and the face brushes that came within that sick. They really are good. So you can see I'm literally just blending this out. Nothing. I don't really care if it is messy or anything because it's the shadow is going to just be buffed out on the top of it. So yeah, we are now back into a lockdown. For however long, we don't know. I have all the time in the world right now, so I have been trying to be productive. It has been really hard trying to stay productive, but I have been trying really hard. I'm currently doing my Russian volume eyelash course. I've wanted to do this course for so long. I thought this was like the perfect time. I'm also on the Stacey Marie course. I did actually pick up P. Louise diary. Literally unreal. Like, it's just so good. From I started using that book, I actually feel like I've been a bit more productive because it is a lot about like yourself and your career. I think writing in them every like night, and then every morning I go back and I just like look through it, like what am I doing for the day and things like that. I really have think helped me a bit through the start of this lockdown anyways. Definitely a big thing too, good exercise or a good walk. That really does help like my mental health and like keeps me on top of things. When I get up and I do a workout, I just feel like your day is like already going off to a good start. So that is just a few of the things that I like to do to keep me motivated right now. From this look, it's a lot of green in the inner corner and then really blended out blue and then cut crease, and she's kind of just done like a whitey and then a black just liner and winged it out as well. So because I kind of have only started out with the really colourful looks, I do like to go in with more smaller brushes and like defined, so that you're not going to make as big as mistake if you go in with a massive brush with a lot of colour. It's just going to go everywhere. Whereas if you go in with your small little brushes, you really can get into the perfect areas that you want to get in with. I probably work mostly with these three little brushes. So I have a Makeup Pro Store brush, literally looks like that. It's kind of like a bigger bullet brush, a more fluffier one. I'm then going to go in with my Peaches and Cream PC22 brush, my favourite brush brand ever, Revoluna brushes. Oh my god, I got them and they are the nicest brushes ever. This is R23, so yeah, really love these brushes. The first shade I'm going in with is the shade Forest from the Tahiti palette. It's kind of like a really deep green. I love tapping off because when there's loads of product, it scares me because you get a lot of fallout and things and it's just not what you want. I'm gonna go to probably with the green halfway down my eyes. So I am just gonna go in crease and just above. I'll swap over my brushes till the Revoluna. It's kind of like a smaller bullet brush as well. The Revoluna in R24. It's just, I feel like a lot smaller brushes are just like so much easier to get in to these like awkward areas. I'm obsessed with like Mitchell's looks at the minute. I haven't got round to recreating any of his Mitchell Mondays or Mondays with Mitchell. So he does like a live every Monday. Always has one eye done, I think, and then recreates the other eye. Everyone just recreates it, and on Sunday he picks like, I'm not sure how many winners each week, and they get onto his PR team. So it's literally insane. Like, who doesn't want to be on Mitchell's PR team, like, or PR list, sorry. As you can see with this, I'm just darkening. I keep going in and out and in and out, so I'm just darkening it till I'm happy with it. As you can see as well, I'm only halfway over my eye with it. I'm going to go in now with my Revoluna brush in R23. This is just a clean blending brush. As well, I do like to keep a towel on my knee so that if I'm using any similar brushes, just wiping them off. Even going in with the same product, I do wipe off each time, just so there's not a lot of build-up of colour within the brush, and it's pretty clean when you go in to blend out the edges. So I'm just going to go in now with the clean brush and just start blending out these edges. This just makes your blend seamless, and when you go to put on the next colour, it just makes it really easy. So yeah, with the Mitchell thing, I definitely am going to start trying to recreate his looks. So I'm definitely happy with how I've blended that now. So the next shade I'm going in with, I'm actually going in with the Clientele palette. I'm actually just going to show you. So this is the first palette I have went in with. This is the Carnival. How cool is that packaging? So much attention to detail. But yeah, this is the first palette I have went in with. This is Stacey Marie's palette with Bperfect. The first shade that I have went in with is this shade up in the top corner, which is called Forest. So the next palette I'm going in with is another Bperfect palette. This is the palette with collaboration with Makeup by Ja. It's called Clientele palette. This palette is my most used palette like ever, especially with like everyday makeup, bronzy makeup, all the perfect colors. So I am actually going to go in with the green color now, and it is called Kiwi Hard. So I'm going to go in with it now and blend out Forest. Just kind of like not as deep green, but not the lightest green that I'm going to go in with. But I do tap a good bit of it off. Just want to lightly overlap the two. Cleaning my brush off on my little towel and blending those edges out. With a more fluffier brush, so this is the Revoluna R23 brush. So I'm going to take now from Carnival palette, I'm going to go in with the shade Tropics. Just see I'm going over all three. And then blending out those edges. Just for right in the inner corner, I am going to go in with my Revoluna brush R21. I'm going to go in with the shade Key Lime, blend into my brow and just around the inner corner. I love shadows like straight into my brow. Like, I don't really like any gaps in between the brow and shadow. I just think if you have the room, you might as well use it. So now I'm actually just going to go down shades again and just deepen everything up. So this stage you can go in with kind of bigger, fluffier brushes. So I'm going to go in now with my PC22 brush. It's a bit fluffier than what I used at the start. Again, going in with Forest, deepening everything up again. You're applying all your first shades. Kind of lose how dark your shades are, so you just have to go over them all again and deepen them up. I do love really dark, grungy eyes. I just think it's so nice. And now I'm going in actually with Kiwi again in my Revoluna R23 brush. Just deepening that up until I feel like my blend is like perfect. I'll move on to the blue. I'm going to do a series. I've seen it a lot on TikTok. People transforming, not really transforming themselves, but copying like a celebrity's makeup or whole vibe, like outfit, hair, everything. So I kind of think I'm going to do that. So let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea. I thought it would be really fun. The next palette I'm going in with, again, another Bperfect palette. This is the first Carnival, I think it's the first Carnival palette that they came out with, maybe not. But I am going to go in with the shade Mood down in the bottom corner. I'm going to go in with my Revoluna R24 brush. Again, kind of applying it the exact same way I applied the greens, just connecting the two now. With my shadows at the outer corner, I do like to wing all my shadows, like drag the shadow away out. So I am going to start off just by getting my shadows on, and then when I come back down, I'm going to just start dragging all the colours back out again. Kind of getting that in the shape that I would kind of like. I am going to go in now with my Peaches and Cream PC37 brush and just blend out the edges of that blue. So as you can see now, I'll start to drag everything out past my eyebrow. Gonna go in with the Makeup Pro Store. There is no number actually on this brush, but just going in. It is a big fluffy brush. Just going in and blending out those edges. So I'm going back now to the Tahiti palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade The Deep, and I'm just going to go in and deepen up that blue. Again, just swapping between all the brushes I've been using. So going in now with the Peaches and Cream PC22 brush. Blending out the edges and dragging that out. Again, dipping into the Tahiti palette, going in now with the shade Lagoon. Because I am going in for my last shadow and I am going to swoop it out, I'm going to go in with kind of like a bigger blending brush, again R23 from the Raveluna brushes. As you can see, I really am dragging everything out. It looks crazy now, but trust the process. So now that I am happy with that blend, I'm again going to go through them 3 different shades and just get it to exactly the blend I like. Makeup is so all about trusting the process. Like, you have to tell yourself at least 5 times, it does look better, it gets better right now. So I'm actually really happy with the blend. I'm actually going to go ahead and do my underneath. I'm going to go in with my Makeup Studio Black Gel Liner. I got this from the Makeup Pro store online and it is the best gel liner I've ever used. So it does actually come a brush on the end. This is what it looks like. So I'm just going to dip in. I am going to drag this black a little bit lower just so that it is flowing in line right underneath. Dropping it a little bit further than I would usually go down, just that it's super dark, and really get into those hairs. Then go and do your waterline. I'm going to go in now with a really small brush and just blend that out really lightly. So I'm going to take a Peaches and Cream brush in PC07. It's a really small bullet brush and with no product on it at all. I'm just going to go in and blend that out. Now that I have that blended out, I'm going to go in now with Forest and lightly diffuse that with the darker green. And only bringing the green halfway over the eye, I'm going to go in with the shade Tropic. You can really make a mess at this stage because I do go under my eye with some concealer and really just clean up the edges. So if it is too low, you can bring it up higher when you're finished. I'm going to go in now into the shade Deep, especially now connecting the 2 areas from the top to the bottom. I'm going in with shade Lagoon from the Tahiti palette and blending out the shade Mood. Now I'm going to go in and cut the crease. So to cut the crease, I do go in with the Mitchell and P. Louise Blank Canvas. I'm going to go in now with my Acid Rain brush. Literally, it's just a flat, rounded head brush. There's just parts of makeup that you just have to sit and not speak, and this is one of them. Now that I have cut the crease and took it exactly where I want it to be, I'm just going to go in now and diffuse the edges of that cut crease. Just taking a clean bullet brush and kind of pushing into concealer. I'm going to go in now with my Raveluna brush again in R24, going in with the shade Mood, that dark shade that we first started out with. Just blending inwards. Going in with the shade Lagoon, just the same brush, and fading out that shade Mood. I think I'm going to go in with the Cancel palette from P. Louise. I'm going to go in with the shade Drama, and then over Drama I'm going to go in with a little bit of Exclusive. To apply this, I'm going to go in with my Raveluna brush R22. It's just really good for pack it on shadow. Going in with Drama. Just go over. The same brush, I'm just going to go into Exclusive. Shade is amazing. I've never used that before. I'm just going to take another little flat brush off. I'm actually going to just brush it off. Oh wow. So I don't coming up on camera as like glittery and all as what it is, but it is really nice. Next up, I'm going to do my liner and then buff the liner out. I'm actually going in with another e.l.f. product. It's their liquid liner. Just taking a little lip brush and just buffing the black liner out. I'm going to go in now and put on my lashes. My favourite part, I just think lashes make the look. I actually lost the box of these, but I'm nearly sure they are the Tatty Lashes TL10s. I've just popped a little bit of glue on. I use the Duo glue. It's my favourite glue. My lash glue set now for about a minute. So just to get tacky, it just makes it a lot easier to pop your little lash on. I kind of like to start in the middle. I kind of get a mirror, I look down. I'm just going to set in the centre. Then I go to the end, make sure it's stuck, and then go into the inner corner and make sure it's stuck. And it's honestly as simple as that. That is the lash. I'm going to go in with the So Conceal Stick in the shade Light. Going in with my Raveluna brush R07. I'm going to go in now and take a tiny little bit and just clean up under my eyes. I absolutely love the concealer sticks and the contour sticks from So. They're so creamy, especially for contouring. I've actually ran out of mine at the minute, and the shade Warm is so hard to find anywhere. So if anyone knows where I can get that it's in stock, please do let me know. Go on and move on to my other eye after this. I'm going to do it off camera because you don't really need to see the same process twice, and then we will be back on to do base. So we are back now, totally looking crazy. Makeup when you've just your eyes done, everything looks so scary. Once you have the base and everything on, everything just looks so good. As you can see though, I really have smoked it out. Once foundation and everything's on, these will look a lot cleaner than what they do at the minute. So I actually am going to go on now to base. First thing I use to prime my skin is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base. They are pretty expensive for a primer, but the tub you get is absolutely huge. Like, I've genuinely used that literally 10-15 times. I have barely made a mark. I'm gonna go and take a little Q-tip again. Really don't need a lot of it. Again, just taking same wee brush. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with that. I focus this a lot just on my T-zone area. The next thing I'm going to do is my foundation. At the minute, I am mixing two foundations. I mixed the Urban Decay All Nighter in shade 7 with the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 250 Sun Beige. I just think this one on its own is far too drying for my skin at the minute. I used to absolutely love this, and believe me, your makeup will not budge when you have this on. To add a little bit more dewiness, I will mix the two together, and at the minute I'm absolutely loving it. I'm gonna go in and apply my foundation with a little So Me blender. I absolutely love this one. I just squirt a little pump onto that, and then a little pump of this on top. So things will start coming together now once I have my foundation on. It will not look as scary. Don't forget about your little ears. Nobody wants foundation face and then white ears. Do take it down your neck, notching up your neck to your face. When it comes to your forehead, don't forget to blend into your hairline. The next two products that I'm going to use are both from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I use this one, they are concealers, so I use this one which is Light Peach. It's in shade Rich Chocolate, and I actually really like it. It does blend so easily. At the minute I'm kind of just liking going to a wee bit down my nose, again leaving that gap so that it could be blended up. Just going in here, line along here, just kind of to give the effect that your eye is like lifted. A little bit on my forehead, down the center of my nose, lip and chin. And then just to blend that out, I'm going back in with my So Beauty Blender and just blending that all in. Because you kind of cleaned up with a little bit of concealer, you put this layer of concealer on, it just kind of seamlessly blends. You're not affecting any of your eye makeup. These concealers blend like a complete dream. I am going to go in with the contour stick. I like to just do flicks up I don't like to put on a lot, and I kind of like to do apply and then blend and then go on to the next cheek just so that it doesn't dry out. And then I just go in again with my beauty blender, and like you can just see how perfectly it's blending out. Like, love it. I know people can be afraid of contour because you think once you apply it, it's gonna ruin everything, but definitely start off with less and build yourself up instead of putting a lot on and then totally ruining it. Forehead. Don't like a lot on my forehead. The double chin, let's get rid of her. So I do just like to go in with a brush. With the excess on my brush from my chin, I'm just gonna go lightly over my nose. I don't really care to change the look of my nose or anything, so I just lightly go over it with just to bronze it up so it's not looking very pale in the center of your face. So the next product I'm going in with is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I use this in the shade Light Plus. This is it. So I firstly sat under my eyes with this, and then I go in with a loose powder over the top. This just really helps it from not cracking or creasing and just under your eye. I just go in again with my beauty blender. I do just go back around anywhere else I would crease. I'm now going to set my face with a loose powder. So I use this one from Holly Boone. I actually go in again with the beauty blender firstly. I just go in and set exactly where I set the other powder. Christmas I bought Laura Mercier powder, which was like 40 pound possibly. I bought this again just after Christmas and it was like maybe 14-15 pound, and honestly like this is just as good. I've noticed myself grabbing this one instead of my Laura Mercier. Like I have it sitting here and like I straight away just went for the Holly Boone one, so I'm loving it. So I do like to go in now with that loose powder with a big brush and just set the rest of my face. So next I'm going to go in with my bronzer just to bronze up my face. I'm going in now with my Holly Boone bronzer. This is in medium golden 06. I love this. I go in. It's so nice. It's just such a lovely, lovely bronzer. If I'm doing an everyday makeup look, it literally takes me no longer than 15 minutes. Like I could have my full face done in 15 minutes. Like back in the day that, God, never. I'm gonna go in now with my blusher. I'm gonna go in with my Milani blusher. I'm just gonna go in with another brush from Beauty Bay brush set. I do put on a good bit. Just kind of awkwardly smile to myself. When I am doing kind of a really dramatic look, I do actually like to go in with, from the Bperfect Tahiti palette, with the shade Coral. Just take a bit on my brush and then just dab it on the back of my hand just to like calm it down a little. Again, just smiling and adding that onto my cheeks. Please ignore how dirty this looks. I am going to go in with the Mitchell and Bperfect Sub-Zero palette. I'm just really drawn to these two at the minute. I love mixing them and it just gives you the most perfect shade. I'm just going to go in and mix these two shades. Above the brow, down the centre of the nose, Cupid's bow, chin. Powerline, it's kind of like the nudiest brown, so I'm going to go in with that. Follow on Instagram, which is Olivia McVeigh. She goes in with a shadow brush and a eyeshadow and actually lines her lip, and I tried it the other day and I was totally obsessed. I'm going to take my Mani MUA palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Mug and line my lips with it. And I'm just taking a little Revoluna brush, R22. I'm now going to go in with a Revolution lipstick in the shade Syrup. For the top, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is the nicest lip gloss. So lastly now, I'm going to go in with some mascara and just mascara my top and bottom lashes. My favourite mascara ever has to be Lancome mascaras. I'm just going to actually do it on the top just to blend my real lashes into the fake ones, and then do the bottom ones. So this is the final look. I absolutely loved recreating this. I am obsessed with the cut crease and that little elf glitter I popped on. Yeah, this is the finished look. I just did throw on a crop denim jacket, some rings and earrings and a necklace just for some pics for Instagram. Leave my username for Instagram and TikTok down below so you can follow me over there. I really did hope you enjoyed the video. We learned some tips and tricks. Let me know down below if you did. I definitely think I'm going to start that little series I mentioned, recreating celebrity looks or really on trend looks. That would be so fun. So yeah, if you have any inspo, send it my way. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!